this video, we're going to be talking about the NS Design WAV electric violin. We'll just be going over some of the basic setup, a little bit about the instrument, and we'll be doing some sound tests so you can hear what it sounds like. Now, NS Design violins have really unique shapes, which is why they come in their own custom violin cases. So you've got a zippered pouch up here for sheet music and accessories. And of course inside you've got this kind of padded, customized padding for your instrument. You've got the sliver here for a bow, and each case does come with a shoulder strap, and there's also this kind of Velcro latch for your shoulder rest. The shoulder rest is very similar to a Bond Musica shoulder rest, meaning it's very flexible. You can actually bend the shoulder rest to whatever works for you, whatever is most comfortable. Here we have this dial, and when you turn it, you loosen this lever here, so you can kind of move it up and tighten again. And on the back of the instrument, you've got a little hole right here. I've already turned it loose a little bit. That's where the shoulder rest goes. So you simply just put it in and tighten it. And this is just for demonstration purposes. What's best is actually just to put this on your shoulder and then adjust as you go, whatever is the most comfortable for you, and then start tightening these two dials here. So one is kind of like a vertical one is a horizontal dial. So one of the coolest things I noticed right when I got this violin was that it was basically in tune, which has never happened with any other violin that was shipped to me. And that's because of this precision tuning system here that you're going to find on all NS Design violins. Basically, these knobs make the strings very, very easy to tune, and it stays in tune a lot longer than traditional ways of tuning the violin. On the side of the violin, we have this reference spout. So this is great for violinists that are used to touching the body of the violin for like third position reference. And on the side here, we've got a volume knob and a tone knob. Now the tone really just affects the kind of higher strings, the higher frequencies. You won't really notice the difference as you're playing like the G and the D, but by tuning it up, you're going to make your higher strings, the E and the A, sound just a little bit brighter, but it's very, very subtle. And on the back here, we've got a 1/4 inch output. This violin is also a passive electric violin, which means it does not require any batteries, which is very, very convenient. However, you do want to make sure that whichever system, speakers, or amps that you're plugging it into is powered. It's very easy to tell if your amp, you have to plug it in for power, then it is an active system. Now I'm going to play a little bit of this instrument just so you get an idea of what it sounds like. Now the sound is going direct from the violin straight into my computer. So I'm not using any effects, no reverbs, no delays, no other like preamps or anything. So what you hear is the sound of the violin. Keep in mind though, what you're listening to right now, what you're using to listen to this video is going to be important as well. If you're using like AirPods or your computer speakers, it's probably not going to do this instrument justice. So when you get a chance, do make sure that you're listening to this video on quality speakers or headphones. So the instrument does have a very warm kind of quality to it, which I really, really like. And also some fifths, just to see how easy it is to play on the fingerboard. And also some harmonics. Next, I'm going to try some staccatos. I really like that sound, and I don't really hear it in a lot of electric violins around this price range or less. But there's a crunch to it, which I really like. And I feel like, especially with that kind of forceful bowing technique, you kind of want that crunch. Not all electric violins can pick it up. You're kind of just going at it and you don't hear it, or it goes overboard and all you hear is like this static, crunchy noise. But this violin does it very well. Now we're going to try some pizzicatos. Now this wave model wasn't really designed for pizzicatos. NS Design does have the NXTA and the CR models, which actually has a kind of toggle switch here where you can select pizzicato mode. However, you know, I still really like the pizzicato sound that's coming out of this instrument, even though it's not really set up for pizzicato. But give it a listen. That's a really sustained pizzicato. But yeah, I think it sounds great. The NXTA model, CR model is more designed for it, but hey, there's no reason that you can't pizzicato with the wave violin. Alright, so to sum it all up, this violin is very easy to play, it's very easy to tune, and it stays in tune. And most of all, it's just got this really clean, direct, and warm sound that you can plug into any system, amplifier, speakers. And it's especially important if you're going to be experimenting with effects like reverb, delay, distortion, and stuff. You do not want an electric violin with like static noises, nasally sounds, because the effects you use will only kind of enhance those issues. You're not going to get those issues with this violin. So definitely check it out. Again, this is the NS Design WAV electric violin. Thank you for watching this video, and be sure to check out